From CBS News Bay Area, this is the Morning Edition.
The weekend is off to a rainy start here in the Bay Area. Darren Peck is here this morning with what you can expect in the coming hours. The APEX Summit has come to a close in San Francisco, and while the summit offered an air of prestige, some business owners say they suffered losses because of the week-long street closures. And on the other hand, President Biden looks at the bright side, noting the signs of progress as he meets with a group of world leaders on the final day of the summit. Good morning, and thanks for starting your day with us. Today is Saturday, November 18th. I'm Max Darrow. Let's take you outside for a live look at San Francisco. There's the Bay Bridge on this Saturday morning. A little bit gloomy out there, but it looks like the bulk of that rain that we got overnight has slowed down. Darren Peck joins us this morning now. And Darren, what should people know as they head out the door today?
Scattered showers are going to stay with us through the rest of today, but we did get the best rain that this system had to offer over the last 12 hours. Widespread, steady rain. Everybody got something. We're going to look at totals coming up in the next visit. I want to show you what the rain looks like now and what you'll be ready for the rest of today. See that big band of rain there? Very well organized and widespread, has now moved off towards the east to us. So we're now looking at just scattered showers kind of on the backfill. And if we come in for a close-up look, in some localized places, there's still decent rain with this. Going over the East Bay Hills. Little band of rain that was over Oakland about 15 minutes ago when we were tracking this, and it's now moved up over like Hollycott Tunnel, and it's heading its way out over towards like American Canyon. We've still got plenty of rain for North Bay valleys, and then a big band of rain to our south. But if we put this into perspective and watch it on the Futurecast, just to see how this will play out over the next 12 hours, what we see is isolated, scattered hit-and-miss showers that will be with us through the remainder of today. So you can't rule out the chance for a shower here from now through about sunset tonight. Watch the Futurecast with me there. It's not going to be as widespread and as steady as it was overnight, but there's still a chance of a shower, maybe even an occasional thunderstorm from now through the early evening. I'll show you what comes after that in the complete forecast in just a bit. Max, for now, back to you.
All right, Darren, looking forward to learning some more about it. San Francisco is also washing away APEC, or at least starting to dismantle the maze of barricades and security checkpoints. These were all around the hot zones, places like the Fairmont Hotel in Nob Hill, where President Biden stayed while he was here this week. And while those fences come down, a lot of bars and restaurants are busy adding up their losses. One bar owner told our Betty You, if he knew then what he knows now, probably wouldn't have bothered opening up at all.
All of the security infrastructure around the Fairmont Hotel where the president had been staying is being dismantled. APEC-related closures are still having big impacts on small businesses across the city. In fact, those we spoke to say they're reporting six-figure losses. APEC may officially be over, but the high security zone is still a fortress of sorts. Security checkpoints, fences, and concrete barriers are still driving away customers at Novella. The bar, which is located on Mission Street near Moscone Center, would normally be packed on a Friday night, according to owner Arash Ganadid. He also owns two other lounges outside the zone. In total, he estimates a $250,000 loss.
We had a lot of high hopes that we would get a lot of people coming in, again, because we host many conferences, right? And they're very different. We had a lot of hopes, and this is just not the same.
In fact, he said on Monday night, Novella only had about 10 customers, and they closed early. Several large groups canceled their buyouts during the week. He also dramatically reduced his staffing. The city promised big business for APEC and 20,000 visitors.
If you're a small business in San Francisco, I don't think you would see the benefit of the APEC, right? If you're a large hotels, right? If you're a rental company where they rented a lot of the fences and stuff, I think you will see the benefit, obviously, right?
Arash wrote this letter to the mayor, requesting a financial support program to help small hospitality businesses affected by the conference.
The city small business office executive reaching out to me, kind of hearing my concerns and agreeing that this is the situation, but no further action.
Now I have stuff coming up for Kamaya.
Okay. Across town in Fisherman's Wharf, Abaca Restaurant never saw crowds of people at the contemporary Filipino restaurant. Chef and owner Francis Ng said he also saw a storm of cancellations, which forced him to close for 2 days and cancel a ticketed collaboration dinner with another chef.
Actually, we're still getting hit what we would normally, even for brunch, tomorrow. Typically we would do like at least a reservation of 100, 150, and then we'll have a bunch of walk-ins. I think right now we're like 30.
We're just gonna go on top of you.
And on Friday night, when they reopened, they'd hoped for a bounce back. The dining room was less than half full, and 20 parties canceled around dinner time.
Restaurants have really slim margins for us to be closed certain days.
In fact, he's looking at $150,000 in losses due to APEC.
If you can, come out, support your favorite restaurant, small business, and that's all we can do. That's all we can ask for.
Betty Yu reporting there. So we asked Mayor London Breed about the city potentially helping some of the businesses who say they were hurt by APEC's street closures. The mayor would only go as far as saying she empathized with what they've had to put up with.
Thank you for your patience and your understanding, because it was not easy to get around in this city. We had 21 leaders of 21 economies, and it required a lot of increased security like nothing we've ever experienced, even on just a presidential visit. So we truly appreciate the people of San Francisco for their patience, their understanding.
Meantime, an artificial intelligence shakeup in San Francisco. Just a day after participating in APEC, the CEO and co-founder of OpenAI was ousted by his board. That's the company known for creating ChatGPT. The board says Sam Altman failed to be consistently candid as its leader. On Friday, President Biden's last day in the Bay Area, he sat down with President Obrador of Mexico. He committed to helping the United States prevent fentanyl trafficking and jointly addressing migration through the southern border. Then came the Leaders' Retreat, where President Biden highlighted the APEC economy's achievements, including strides in tech and strengthening supply chains. He also talked about the work that still needs to be done when it comes to clean energy and creating more opportunities for women. He then officially handed the summit over to the president of Peru. That's where APEC will be held next year. Around 2 o'clock in the afternoon, President Biden boarded Air Force One at SFO, and that concluded his trip to the Bay Area. And although the APEC summit officially wrapped up on Friday, just a heads up, there still could be some traffic impacts throughout the remainder of the weekend. We've got you covered with the details and what you need to know on KPIX.com. In other news this morning, the Thanksgiving travel rush is now underway. Let's take you to the Oakland International Airport on Friday, where airport officials are expecting a more than 2% jump in the number of travelers compared to last year. Head on over to SFO now. Airports across the country expect more people to be flying this holiday season when compared to last year. So if you are flying in or out of town in the next couple of days, be ready to expect bigger than usual crowds. AAA is forecasting more than 55 million people will be traveling to their holiday destinations. Most of them will be driving there between Wednesday before Thanksgiving and the Sunday after the holiday. So if you plan on hitting the road, AAA says Wednesday afternoon is still the absolute worst time to leave. Experts recommend leaving on Thanksgiving Day instead.
It shortens the amount of time that you're at your destination, but it also shortens the amount of time that you're in transit.
And keep in mind, the Sunday after Thanksgiving is also a particularly heavy travel day. But if you are going to be driving, there is some good news for you. Gas prices are expected to be the cheapest they've been since 2020. Right now, the average price for gas in San Francisco is at $5.18. San Jose, just under $5. And in Oakland, drivers are paying just around $5 a gallon. Still pricey, but all down from this time last year.